A Supreme Court ruling could change the media landscape more than what we've already seen in recent years in terms of consolidation. The push to vaccinate against COVID-19 raises questions about whether people should carry proof they got the shots, and qualified immunity for police comes under pressure in Illinois. All things we'll talk about this morning with former Iowa State Representative David Milledge, a Republican, and former AFSCME Local 46 President Greg Johnson, a Democrat. Welcome both of you back to the program. Let's get right to it. Starting in Illinois, and a proposal in the state legislature that would eliminate qualified immunity for police. This provision protects police officers from civil litigation for things like using excessive force and deadly force. The legislation comes from State Representative Curtis Tarver, who himself talks about being pulled over for a traffic stop and wound up being handcuffed for hours after telling police he had a gun and a permit to carry. And we know of several highly publicized cases of black men and women killed at the hands of police. The issue of qualified immunity we know is highly divisive. What can be done to keep these types of things from happening? Is eliminating or changing qualified immunity an answer? Greg, I'll start with you. You're the Illinois guy here.
Illinois passed a criminal justice bill just recently that there was a lot of discussion about, and the only way that they were able to get this bill through the legislature was by removing a lot of the poison pills that were in the bill. One of those was a qualified immunity. As a downstate Illinois Democrat, I am kind of getting to a point where I think there's a progressive caucus in Chicago that's really trying to push a lot of their values onto us downstate. This bill did not make it into the qualified immunity part of the package was taken out of the bill to ensure passage, and I think it's a little bit disingenuous now to once again revisit this issue and bring it up again.
Well, what can be done to keep these from happening, though? Great.
You know, well, we're gonna have to push some reform. You know, I think that the body cams are a good start. I think additional training that was in the criminal justice bill is a good start. I mean, we've got a new bill that passed here in Illinois. Let's see. I think a national database for officers. I think we have a lot of officers that go from department to department that and it's not disclosed as to why they leave. I think there are things that can be done. I just don't think the elimination of qualified immunity is something that should be done. I just think it's a bad idea.
David, how do you respond?
The police need qualified immunity to do their jobs. I mean, these people are out there putting their lives on the line, and to be worried about being sued for every little thing they do is just when they have the job that they have to do, they have to have qualified immunity to do it correctly.
But this isn't every little thing they do, though, right?
And to protect the public.
Yeah, but this isn't just every little thing they do now. We're talking bigger picture when we see that certain things are happening to a certain class of people more often than other classes of people. When you pull somebody over and you pull a gun for no apparent reason other than because you might have a fear of the unknown?
Well, the egregious situations will be prosecuted. I mean, look what's happening in Minneapolis. When the police overstep their bounds, there's a mechanism in place now to hold them civilly liable. You don't need to take away all of their immunity just to correct a few bad acts.
Let's move on to the next topic here. More Americans are being vaccinated against COVID-19 by the day. That goes for both Illinois and Iowa. There's a call among some for vaccination passports in order for people to travel or be allowed into potentially crowded venues. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds is on the record saying she opposes the idea. This brings privacy issues into play, obviously, and it's important to note that people who file for an immigration visa into the United States, for example, must prove they've been vaccinated against things like mumps, measles, polio, and other diseases. What's the problem with vaccination passports? When does public health trump privacy? David?
In the case of the vaccination for the COVID-19, if you receive the vaccination, you aren't going to catch it from anybody who hasn't been vaccinated. You're not going to catch it from somebody you're not going to give it to anybody. So what do you need a vaccine passport for to travel when if you're vaccinated, you're not going to catch it anyway or transmit it? I don't see the need for it, and I agree with Governor Reynolds' position on this. We don't need another governmental rule to hamstring us in the exercise of our constitutional rights, which the right to travel is one.
Greg, your opinion? I think the idea is to keep people who aren't vaccinated from traveling, ultimately. Greg?
I'm vaccinated. I am fully vaccinated. I will take issue with Dave saying that you can't transmit it. You cannot get it, but there is scientific evidence out there that you can indeed still transmit it if you pick it up somewhere. So, look, I'm not sure the government should be issuing vaccine passports. I think the private sector is the best way to go here. I do think it's funny that governors like DeSantis and Florida and Abbott are going to say that absolutely not. They're not going to allow businesses to have decide whether or not they're going to require vaccine passports in their businesses. So in other words, a baker can decide not to allow same-sex couples to be served by them, but they have to allow someone to come in who's exhibiting what they consider to be reckless behavior. I think you leave it to the private sector to determine whether or not they're going to require vaccine passports, whether they're going to require people vaccinated to come into the business or not.
One more issue to get to. There is a piece of news I think a lot of people missed at the beginning of the month. The Supreme Court decided that it's okay for the Federal Communications Commission to ease the rules that limit media ownership. This was a unanimous decision. The FCC, under the Trump administration, voted to get rid of the ban on cross-ownership of a newspaper and a television station in the same market, once considered taboo for years, and to make it easier for companies to buy more TV stations in the same market. A lower court blocked the FCC's decision. This Supreme Court overturned that. The concern opponents have is this could lead to more media consolidation and limit choices. The current FCC is evenly divided, but will eventually be Democratic majority once President Biden nominates a commissioner who's confirmed by the Senate. And it is possible that the future makeup of the FCC could rescind the rule. But that pendulum, we know, swings back and forth over the years. How do you see the ramifications of this Supreme Court decision? Greg, you first.
This was initially passed 20 years ago when there was a lot, they were really concerned about monopolies taking over all the media markets in a particular market. There's now, I think the FCC's justification was that there's so many other ways to disseminate information out there now that, that it's no longer needed. I think the fact that the Supreme Court voted unanimously to back the FCC kind of takes a little bit of the steam out of the opponents of the decision. A little bit. I always look for that judicial activism. The issue they bring up is minority and female-owned businesses. That's a societal problem. Obviously, we have some economic disparities, and it's going to carry over into the media market as well. But I can definitely see why the Supreme Court ruled the way they did. And, I guess time will tell as we continue to adapt to social media and mass media is just where we go here.
David, do you agree?
It's a good decision.
Well, that rule, the FCC rule, was a relic of a bygone era when you only had television, newspapers, and radio transmitting the news to the people. Now you've got so many other means that it's antiquated, the rule. And what the Supreme Court did, the FCC repealed the rule, and the Supreme Court ruled that the FCC had adequately considered evidence on competition, localism, viewpoint diversity, and minority and female ownership. They had considered all this and found that the rule wasn't advancing any of those reasons for keeping the rule. So, but if another FCC comes along and reinstates the rule, I'm sure the Supreme Court is going to, they're bowing to agency rulemaking, and that's what this is. It's agency rulemaking, and the Supreme Court has always bowed to the expertise of the agency in making these kinds of rules.
David Millage, Greg Johnson, thanks for the conversation. Both of you be safe.